So my name is Nathan, and I'm the RDNist in the NFPE exam. This is my patient Faith, who's also a member of the cohort. So I'll be explaining each part of the process. Now Faith, I'm about to be taking your temperature. Is it okay if I put this in your forehead?
Yeah.
So we have a temperature of 98.6. And then we'll do a pulse ox. Now Faith is just going to measure the oxygen in your blood. I didn't think about this with the thermometer, but this is actually... We have a oxygen saturation of 96%. Perfect, thank you, Faith. Now I'm just going to assess respiration rate, which I'm going to do through... Excuse me, sorry. So I'm going to actually borrow this chair. And I want to put a watch timer for 30, and I'm going to assess respiration. Just breathe normally. So I got 9 respirations in 30 seconds, which is 18. Initially, last video, I got 12 respirations per minute, but we've had some issues with technology, especially my laptop. So
Yeah, now I'm stressed.
Yeah, now we're a little stressed. Okay. So now I'm going to do the pulse and heart rate. So I'm also going to do, I'm putting your arm up here. This way, please. I'm supinated. See. I'm going to find the radial pulse, which is next to the thumb, and thankfully Faith has a very strong pulse. So at 42 pulses, we have 84 for a heart rate. And now I'm going to assess blood pressure. Again, now I am going to use the same arms and spin a little bit, but normally you wouldn't want to use the same arm if it's been repeated because the blood pressure normally is higher. The same for the blood fuel.
This is the same one.
Yes. That's normally you wouldn't, but it's been a little bit, so we're going to say it's okay. Open that for me. Part. I want to make sure this is... Sorry, thank you. Take this out and untangle this. Okay, make sure those cords don't collide. I am putting my stethoscope on. Now, Faith, is it okay if I, of course, listen to your artery?
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure that's tight so air doesn't escape. No, 126/70. Okay, so 126/70. Yeah. Temperature.
It's never been 126 before, but okay. No,
As well.
it's fine.
126 over 70, and then we'll test your height.
My height.
Yes, which we know is 5'5", but for the video, we'll just
I think that's gonna show you.
you're the same height as my mom. Let's see.
Really?
Yep.
I promise you, I am like almost 5'6".
Oh, you are.
Let's keep, now it's on the floor.
So I'm gonna assess this. Let's see. You want to take it?
Oh, no.
Perfect, thank you. I know you just had your hair today, but yep, 5'5" and a half. Hey, look at that. That works. That's like
It is, yeah.
5'5" and a half. Let's see, and
And
then
then, wait.
yes, if you don't mind just stepping on that scale.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry.
We'll just do this.
Yeah, you can just
Okay.
angle it down, I guess. Okay.
Do you mind if your weight's recorded?
No, I don't care.
Okay.
You can't see it. 145.
Okay, so we have 145 as a weight.
I just ate a gigantic meal, so like.
wasn't that large. Let's do 145. Okay.
Stop.
So we are going to assess your waist weight, and then we did that, and then we're going to do waist circumference. I think that's a typo on there.
Oh, it
Let's see.
says weight
It says weight
circumference on
circumference.
the checklist.
But we know that is waist, so we're going to go with waist circumference. Okay. So let's see. Let's see if you want to hold this.
On my waist? Okay.
Yes, perfect. Down. So where your umbilical is.
A little lower.
Perfect. So we'll go around the umbilical for that, and we have 72 centimeters, which is around 29 inches. 29 inches, and then we're going to do hip. So if you don't mind just putting it on the perfect. Sorry. Okay, because I have 93 centimeters there. Let's see. Okay. Perfect, thank you. So 93 divided by 2.54 will give me the inches,
Which you're gonna have to calculate it.
which I'll calculate that.
Okay.
Okay.
Then we got.
So we got skin turgor, which a back of hand. So basically you want to assess if the skin basically immediately comes down as I'm pinching. Hers comes down because she's not dehydrated. We're going to assess edema in the feet and ankles while seated. Yeah, she drinks a lot of water, but so do I. Let's see, so if you wouldn't mind just putting your feet 90 degrees on the, that's a little difficult. So basically,
I can.
what we're gonna do is normally you would take the socks, would you mind if I take one of your socks off?
Okay, go for it. Here,
So
let's
basically-
get in the light.
So basically what we're gonna do is I'm going to just pull this one down. Okay, so to assess for pitting edema or non-pitting edema, so obviously she doesn't have any edema, especially if a patient was obese. This is where you would really want to do this, is you just put a finger and you press. Of course hers comes right back up, and then it has 4 different stages of edema, each consisting of 2 millimeters of depth. So stage 1 would be 2 millimeters, stage 2 would be 4 millimeters, stage
Okay,
3,
show off.
6 millimeters,
Okay.
and so on. So let's put your sock back up.
Okay. Thanks.
But normally she doesn't have any swelling. So another area that we can have swelling is ascites in the stomach. So if you wouldn't mind just following me in here. The reason we're using a phone is because my laptop kept crashing when I moved it. So we're going to do this. So if you just hold the camera for me. So normally her shirt's tucked in. Normally we wouldn't. Normally we would have it open where we could see. But where's your umbilical at, if you wouldn't mind?
Like right here,
Okay.
right below the.
So
Yeah.
you could ask the patient to sagittally divide, but normally what we do is we're gonna move away. So I'm just putting my hand right here. Is it okay if I touch you?
Yeah.
Sorry. And we're gonna tap. We would tap on the fingers because you can't really hear it that well because, and basically we're assessing for a dull sound. And then, of course, she doesn't have any ascites. So then we'd ask the patient to turn. So if you wouldn't mind turning for me, Faith, on
Which
your
way?
side. This way, towards me. If you want to hold my phone. So then we would continue to assess. Okay, so there's no sound difference. Another thing we could do is we could also, in a video I watched, is we could also, necessarily not the favorite, but flick the patient to see if there's any additional
Are you
water.
gonna do that?
I mean, I could.
No,
if you
don't
want
do
to
that.
You know,
Don't do that.
but I mean, but basically you would flick to see if the water, because it is swelling through the extra water, and see if it moves sort of like a pebble in the ocean, like if there's water goes the opposite way.
Thrill or something?
Yeah, through fluid thrill.
Yeah.
So we'd make sure then we put our hand there and then see if we could feel it on the other side of that barrier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then Faith, if you'd follow me, please.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow, you look so young in these pictures.
Oh, don't get me started. You look young for a part. Let's see. All right, so now what we're going to do is assess the right lower quadrant. So I need to... So right lower quadrant, because I'm facing her, it's going to be on the left side, my left side, and her right. So we're just going to assess. Normally we would do this sitting down. Laying down, but I'm just going to do it seated. Let's see.
Or do you want me to stand?
We can do it.
It didn't specify in the instructions.
Well, we could just do it.
This is just standing.
Okay.
Because I'll be bent and
Right.
harder to access.
So in terms of the video, so right lower quadrant. So this is my right side. So this is her right side. So what's this?
I just ate.
I know. I can hear a little bit. Okay. Right lower quadrant. 2 sounds, about 5 seconds. Okay. Right upper quadrant. That's what looks like good. There you
What?
go. I got it. It took me a minute. Perfect. 2 seconds. Left lower quadrant. One second. There we go. Perfect on that one. Perfect. And left lower. I got those reversed, but this is the left upper quadrant. And that's the left lower quadrant. And I'm hearing about 2 sounds for 5 seconds.
Cool.
And that concludes the end of the NFPE video. Technically what we could do at the beginning is normally you do a general assessment when looking at a person for general dehydration. You could assess their temporal area, their orbital area for any malnutrition, any additional swelling, fatty pads, to make sure there's not any fat or muscle loss, especially in their temporal region. So basically what I would do is I'd ask Faith, how do you invert this? Just this?
I have no idea.
Okay. So I would basically just, I'm gonna look at Faith here as she sips her water.
Yep.
She's gonna test me water.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So that so temporal wise, I'd ask her to say, I use both of my hands, but I'm holding in front on this hand. I'd ask her to remove her glasses, but I'm not going to. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. So I'd feel her temporal region, and I'd ask her to clench her teeth. And of course, I can feel the muscle there moving, and there's no temporal wasting. There's no dips or dents or depressions. Scapular, clavicular head, dicrominal process won't show. And then normally the ribs, her ribs are fine. They're not going to show any signs of malnutrition or a protein deficiency or anything like that. So, thank you for your time.